Okay, we are live once again, I believe at least. Let me quickly check in on that. Okay, yeah. Seems to be working. I guess the game's a bit too loud on my end. Okay, that's better. Yeah, okay, well, these are a bunch of save test files. They are not relevant. Guess I should have deleted them. Oh no, actually no, there is actually one that's really relevant. So yeah, these two are just for testing, 150 and 151, and then 154. Just so, you know, like testing all the random encounters, and I did some test runs against the Sanctuary Keeper, actually way more than I meant to, because the game kept crashing. And that's actually why I have this save file, the 153rd save file. This is a save file from after the Sanctuary Keeper fight. Basically, if it crashes here while I try to beat the Sanctuary Keeper, I'm probably just going to load the save file, and then if there's any differences, like if I use more items or whatever in the run that we do now, then I'll just remove the difference by just using it in a random encounter, I guess, or I can do it with a save editor. Yeah, in any case, I usually remove these save files for the live stream. I actually kind of forgot to do it this time. Yeah, so this is the one we should be loading, I believe. I did say I was going to do the stream yesterday, but I woke up with a big headache yesterday and I was going to do it, but I started sitting down and like practicing the segment I intended to play, and I just noticed I was making so many mistakes, like, cause I was just not feeling very good, and so yeah, I kind of decided not to do it. And in any case, we're heading into the Gagazet cave here. Let me just think about the overdrives. I mean, ally always works. I think it's ally here, yeah. So at this point we've got sleep grenades on Riku, which kinda will auto-win almost any fight, even without her overdrive, so technically speaking we wouldn't need to farm as many overdrives, but I'm probably still gonna do it because there's a very conveniently placed save sphere that I can just use to always refresh my resources, so yeah. Let's see here. Okay, we got this. I'm not sure if any of these matter. I think not. Maybe strength could matter. Actually, no, wait, there's an enemy that can inflict slow. Definitely don't need stone proof if I am not mistaken. Let's go with this. Definitely do want evade encounter as well as sleep touch. No magic booster. And here I guess I can have sensor. No wait, I already have sensor. Water ward, sure, yeah. Not using Kimari. Does this any good? There's Boshuras again. This could get in the way of farming overdrives, I guess. Thinking, is there anything I actually want this for? Like where it's really advantageous? I think not, so let's go with this maybe, and obviously alchemy, okay. Yeah, this is good. Let me save once more. I guess I'll just save over these save slots, not like we need them. Yeah, I was actually again gonna start the stream earlier today, and then I had the problem where I was just trying to get in some test attempts against the Sanctuary Keeper, and like I swear the game would just not stop crashing, it's insane. I had to do that fight probably like 6 times, if I had to guess, or it felt like it was roughly 6 times, maybe even more. So, yeah, I think I had to kind of beat it without turbo at the end in order for it to, like, completely without it. I'm not sure if I can use the in-game one, it still seems to sometimes crash. I think if I beat it completely without using any turbo, it seems fine, so I guess we'll have to do that. So it's gonna be a long fight, unfortunately, again. I'm gonna try to keep it a bit shorter. I'm not sure how long that fight's gonna take. I did mean to show off all the other stuff, like the Seraph strat on the stream, I guess, but if the Sanctuary Keeper fight takes too long, then maybe not, because I didn't really account for having to do that fight just without turbo. So if I had to give my best guess, by the way, I feel like what causes it to crash might be related to the camera angle that the fight takes when he dies. It seems to me like no matter what you do, if you kill him with Fire Fury, which is I think the optimal strategy, the game always freezes, or I should say freeze, not crash. Yeah, it seems to happen. I think Aeons tend to be fine if you kill him with an Aeon. It's suboptimal because it gets rid of Yuna's overdrive charge. I don't really want to do that, but I might do it. Yeah, the fastest one is definitely killing him with Fire Fury. We'd get it done much quicker if I could do that. Yeah, I'll see. I mean, I do have the save file from after the fight. I just don't necessarily feel like adjusting all the items and stuff. We'll see how we handle it. So Yuna has an overdrive, so there's an argument for switching her out. However, as I have mentioned, Riku can always come in and use sleep powder, so no need, I think. Let me just make the game a bit slower. Okay. This is, I believe, actually the easiest encounter you can get here. This guy just dies to poison, you don't even have to lose any MP on Waka. Let's speed this up. Yeah, Lulu has to lose 10 MP, but yeah, it's no big deal. Oh, I might have permanent sensor actually, hold on. He'll just keep forgetting about that every time. Yes, I do have it on. Okay, sorry, my bad, but I'm sure you'll agree it wouldn't have mattered for this fight. So now we can actually just osmose. I saw, by the way, my last run, I actually had so much more MP on Waka, it's kinda crazy. I definitely should have done that this time too. So what are the, yeah, I definitely took this, and then another one is I went down here to get this MP. I kind of regret not having done this time around, actually. I should have just invested, what is this, 3 level ups to get this? Yeah, I should have done that. I think I should have done that. I was kind of thinking it's not necessary because last time again I just didn't use all my ethers, not even close. This time I feel like it might be a bit closer. I still don't think we'll run out of ethers though. Oh, I don't want this formation, this could be bad, okay. There's still a lot of ethers I have lying around in random places basically. Wait, which save file? Wait, what? Oh yeah, of course, okay. This one. Okay, so now we're gonna farm overdrives here. There's a bunch of enemies we could farm it on. Let's just get any one. Okay, this is the single worst encounter you can get here. This is not something which we wanted. Bit slow guy, I guess. Probably should just do this. Then we sleep buster this guy. And kill the mech leader, or this one. Not sure, can I quick it? No. Yeah, I'm not sure, let's hit this one I guess. So next up I'd like to kill the Nidhogg. Let's be, right? No, it's not, oh, it's mech leader, okay. Maybe I should switch out here. Well, I just wanted to haste Lulu, guess I will not be doing that. At the very least I can freely use all my resources here. Will this kill? I feel like it will not. Let's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna farm anything here. I'll just wait until we get a better encounter. So I don't wanna run too far from the saves here. Okay, yeah, I mean I could do it on this guy.
You don't want to move.
Yeah, well, I suppose, why not, right? Why not, yeah. So I guess I will actually not be using bio here. I'll just sleep in and then we go farm overdrives. There's only one encounter here, and it seems to be somewhat rare that I can just infinitely farm for overdrives without losing any resources. So that kinda sucks a bit. But you can do kind of this soft thingy where you just sleep buster them a bunch, and then yeah, with the Ochu you can even farm overdrives while having it poisoned from the start because it takes so long to die. Yeah, this is also what I was kind of mentioning last time, where ally is normally just so useless, but if you have nothing to do on your turns, then switching weapons, it makes a charge basically 3 times faster, if you compare it to rank 3 actions at least. Although I feel like you actually have, I'm not sure if that's because of rounding or whatever, but you seem to have less turn delay for doing 3 rank 1 actions. At least most of the time it seems that way to me. I'm not sure why, so I looked up how this delay stuff works once, and yeah, the internet told me that it's not supposed to be like that. You're basically supposed to, it's supposed to be the same, right? So like 3 rank 1 actions and 1 rank 3, it's supposed to be the same, but yeah, it kinda isn't in my experience. Maybe I'm just misinformed. Yeah, we'll entrust to Warren because he's painfully slow. By the way, I considered making a community post about the stream that I was gonna do yesterday and that I couldn't do because I wasn't feeling well. I kind of figured nobody cared anyway, so I didn't do that. If anyone like actually kind of wants to watch the streams and is kind of invested in them, please do let me know that I should make community posts in the case of something unexpected that hinders me from streaming, because if anyone was actually waiting for that, because I said multiple times I'd be doing it yesterday, then yeah, I'm sorry about that. Just figured it doesn't really matter, because I don't think there are many people watching. I mean, I guess Coryphean tends to be here, probably not on a Monday night, you know. It's understandable, of course. Not on a Monday night. I think, by the way, after Unalaska, before doing the level ups we get from her, I'm probably gonna have to kind of tour a bunch of places here and go pick up treasure chests that I left lying around. That's mainly because we want the luck or fortune spheres, whichever it was, I think fortune, that activates the nodes. We only have 1 more of those left, and I'm gonna be giving it to Riku, obviously. So I'll try and trust. No, I think not. Yes, I'm gonna be giving that to Riku, obviously, because she needs to be able to hit both Crazy Shiva, which is, to be fair, less critical, as well as Seymour Omnis, which might be a bit more critical. She needs luck for that. Then, yeah, after, I think the Sanctuary Keeper will have the next luck node on the Sphere of Grits, and then Riku's gonna activate that. And then we'll be out of any more spheres to activate luck nodes with, so I'm not sure if I want to skip the node with Tidus, so I'm probably gonna go, for example, into the Sanubia Desert. I believe there's a bunch of those there, and then get some of those for Tidus, and then we can do the level ups, at least for Tidus, so I'd have to delay them if I want him to have that additional luck, that is. It's not too relevant, of course. Could live with less like on Titus, it's nice to have the option to delay attack Crazy Shiva, but I feel like we're not gonna get him to enough accuracy anyway to be able to do that. It's not the weapon I meant to go to, not that it matters actually, maybe I should just do that anyway because it's faster. Also I should just do that with Waka. Actually I should put Orin in instead of Waka. Still our slow character. I think actually Waka is the second slowest character. Let's do it like this. There is, by the way, low chance of getting a game over in the underwater segments. I want to say it's impossible everywhere else, but in the underwater segments there's at least one encounter that I can think of where we might actually die if we get ambushed. It's unlikely, even if I get ambushed they'd have to do some really specific stuff in order for me to die, but it can definitely happen. So we're definitely not safe just yet. Sanctuary Keeper should be entirely safe. Okay, now we can finally kill him off. That took a while. Okay, so now I may wish to put these guys on Tactician. And let me just think too, I think I have to go left here and then into the water first. Alright, it's another pretty easy one I guess. I mean, it's just always the same thing, just sleep Astro Bio, all these large enemies, it's always the exact same strategy. I guess I should probably throw some stuff.
Is that edible?
Because otherwise we'll have to use two. Actually, how much MP do these guys have? Let me just check, hold on. It's Grendel Dark Flun. Does 50? Oh wait, well okay, in that case I don't have to do anything. Am I really just gonna get 50 MP for using Osmos on this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like something needs to be done about the Sleep Buster poison thing, it's just so OP. There are new versions to the game, of course, that I haven't installed. So maybe I did read the patch notes. Actually, Sanctuary Keeper is one of the fights that was changed quite significantly. I'm pretty sure I know a strategy that would work either way, but just saying, technically Sanctuary Keeper would work quite a bit differently here. If I was on the newest game version, which I'm not, still 2.0 as I've mentioned multiple times by now. There's nothing on the left here, just shows you the chests. Okay, preemptive strike. Okay, actually with a preemptive strike I might not even have to use sleep powders. So basically for most encounters here, in order to be completely safe, I just kinda am forced to just waste a sleep powder while we're underwater. I think this... I might be fine. I might be fine. It's a good question. I have to use Sleep Buster on Waka. Alternatively, that should work, right? I'll just use Titus's Overdrive. Don't know how much damage that deals. I kinda didn't think this would come up. So these guys have 4,000, these 6,000 HP if I'm not mistaken, and these are 7.5k or something like that. I could just throw a sleeping powder too. Okay, well, we want to sleep buster one of these and kill the other. Actually, you know what, I think this won't work. So the problem, no wait, but what if one is asleep they can't use Berserk on the first turn? They get, okay, so actually I can do that, so I'm gonna sleep touch one of them. Or sleep buster with sleep touch and then, yeah. Okay, should I lightning gem? Let's do that. Oh, wait, I just charged it, I shouldn't actually. Yeah, because I was gonna do energy rain, but then it is gonna charge. And then if I get berserked on Waka, is that bad? Okay, I can just do this and see how much damage it deals. If it's not enough, I'll just use the sleep powder anyway. I'm almost surprised I hit that, by the way. I'm kinda terrible at that. Okay, kill's good. Alright. So, after you sleep on one of them, actually I can probably kill one, just depends on the lightning gem RNG, isn't it? Oh, actually I should have hit the other one. It's okay though. Okay, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's probably just gonna die. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the charged move, it does not deal nearly enough damage to kill us on its own. Maybe warrior, whatever, okay. Now let's see if I manage to do this one. I feel like I'm terrible at this too. Oh, it's every 3 rotations, isn't it? Okay, so that was the open one, I believe, so this will be closed, and the next one too, and then I have to shoot at. Like that. It clearly hit though. I mean, is it my fault I'm bad at this? I feel like it's just really poorly done. Let's try this. I mean, it's sitting. What do you want me to say? This is closed again, right? Okay, so this one should work. Let's try that. Okay. Oh, I think you need to time it so that it also has time to get back out, I suppose, before it spins. I guess that makes sense, actually. But the visuals aren't really adapted very well to it, are they? There's also ethers here, not here to the right, but somewhere else in this area there's gonna be ethers as well. Oh no. Okay, this is exactly the scenario where it's actually possible for us to lose. Okay, they all act once, so if Riku gets berserked, then I need Tidus in front of her, so this is definitely what I need to be doing. And yeah, so if both of those fish guys hit Riku, and then I resurrect her with the Mega Phoenix and she dies again or gets berserked. Yeah, if both Riku and Waka, I guess, get berserked, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a chance we can lose here. This is the exact encounter that you have a chance of losing on. But it's not a high chance at all. It shouldn't happen, but like if I'm supremely unlucky. Let's see. Okay, I think we're fine already. Or are we? Okay, yeah, no, we're definitely fine. Oh no, wait, we're not fine. Oh, can this please not happen? This is so lame, dude. I do not want to lose like this. Okay, it's actually happening, isn't it? Okay, no, we got a turn. This is like the single lamest way to lose, seriously. Okay, I'm not allowed to miss this, hold on, I have to focus. Wait. Alright, okay, good. That was actually close. they'd used Berserk one more time, I would have lost it. That's such a low chance, by the way, of happening. It's crazy. Actually almost lost to this shit. So they will not die to poison. I do have to resurrect my characters. I was seriously scared for a second, not gonna lie. Okay, so I guess I'll just throw lightning gems now. Oh, that was a close call. That is seriously like the single lamest way imaginable to lose. I'm so glad we don't lose like that. Could please let me die to Seraph or something if I have to lose. But how'd that happen anyway? Shouldn't it have been impossible after the first one at Titus? I feel like that shouldn't even have been possible anymore. Okay. No, I should probably put her back to ally since we're out of the water at this point, basically. I'm gonna watch that back in a bit. I really wonder how that happened. Didn't they get like more turns than they were supposed to? Or like, I thought they would get at least. Okay, just farm overdrives, I guess. Sure, let's do that. If we get 50 from this guy, then yeah, I have a bunch of turns. Yeah, next underwater segment's gonna be fun now after that. I thought that was Waka's turn. Oh, do you know what's funny? That stuff never happens when I'm testing as well. Like, I spend way more time in these areas testing different strategies against the random encounters than I spend in the areas on stream. Like, by far, a lot more time is invested in the testing stages, and I seriously never see that happen. Like, I rarely get ambushed, first of all, and then even if I do, it's like nothing particularly bad happens, and I never even come close to dying, really. If I had that same RNG when I'm actually playing, that would be really nice. Wonderful. Okay, what's the best way of doing this? Probably Riku, isn't it? Which one is A? This one? No, this? Okay, that's good. In that case, we just have to zoom up, grenade. Where's the grenade? Really need to sort my inventory. Actually, I did sort my inventory not too long ago, though. I don't think I have to farm Titus's Overdrive. Actually, I should. I definitely should. I mean, you saw what happened last time. Like, what if that happens twice, right? What if it happens twice in that little underwater segment where we're probably only gonna get 2 encounters or something? It might happen twice, so I guess I just have to farm his Overdrive now. Is there a better way of doing that? Maybe Warrior would be better. I don't think so, no. Okay, let's have another fight here. Okay, this one's also bad for farming. Unfortunate. It's also a bit unfortunate. Guess if he dies anyway, there's not really any need for full life, but yeah, might as well. It's not like we'll need the MP for anything. Can't exactly assume could get him an antidote probably. I think he does counter, doesn't he, if you assume him? I guess I can do it like this. Okay, that's unfortunate. Not a 1 in 3 chance of that happening. Okay, yeah, this one works. Oh, we don't have Kuraga yet, right, okay. In that case, let's Sleep Buster, Bio, and Threaten. Not sure how much this guy takes from Bio, I'll just Water Ga him, I believe. I think you can't with sleeping enemies, so yeah, okay. was the wrong one. Didn't mean to do Blizzaga. Just misclicked. Okay, here we go. Time for round 2. Well, not quite yet, but we're getting there. Actually, I should probably just immediately sleep. Right, oh, I can't go there yet, right. It's only the treasure chests I'm supposed to go straight ahead. Just start with the sleep. If I get 50 MP anyway, it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's see what happens this time. Kind of funny business where the enemy's up to here. Yeah, so this one's really easy, but unfortunately you still have to kinda sleep powder these. Because the Berserk can just cause so much trouble, as we saw last time. These guys, whatever they're called, the ones on the left, are really difficult to control. So now we just throw lightning gems. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I should just do lightning marbles at first. Or electro marbles, whatever. It's all the same. Just kill this one first so we have better RNG. With the lightnings, or not necessarily better RNG, but more damage. Oh, I did not mean to pass her turn. Guess I can haste walk out too. I think this guy should be close to dead now. Worst case, I can always just put him to sleep again. Yeah. So these ones probably won't die just yet. Gonna wait until after their next turn. I can start throwing the lightning gems already though. It's not like I necessarily need to jump to the top, but yeah, it's not like we need the lightning gems for anything else either, so more underwater segments. Dude, no, please do not do this again. Can we not, like, actually just no? Okay. I feel like should not have died to that. That's not good. Okay, this works. Let me just focus again. See, good thing I filled his overdrive, because if that happens again we might just lose. Or, well, no, we won't. But that's only because I did that. I mean, I can still lose with worse RNG, don't get me wrong, but slower chances, of course. Think this will work. They're silenced anyway. But I guess the silence probably doesn't matter, does it? Matters for Berserk, but how many times they would have gotten hit by them. They would have just done the other move anyway. I don't know what it's called, the one that deals damage. Okay. It's another sleeping powder. I'm surprised that I didn't really use those sleeping powders at all pretty much last playthrough. Thought I'd be using them a lot more, but apparently not. Not that necessary. This time we might use them considerably more. I haven't seen yet which enemies in the Omega runes are susceptible to sleep and which ones are not, but I'm hoping it'll help me there. It's also kind of annoying to not have sensor for this, not gonna lie. Yeah, this one we do not need a sleeping powder for. That will self-destruct, but that's okay. Because Waka can never lose against these guys. How likely is it that I'll get another encounter? I'll just, you know, definitely don't want to mess around with that probability. Okay, would not have been necessary, I guess, but yeah, never know. Great, I got stuck there. Here I will threaten first. It's because he has a lot more HP and the poison ticks for less here. I should be able to get Titus's overdrive to full, but it shouldn't matter. Highly doubt it'll matter. Because I'm not gonna go back for the treasure chests, I mean at some point, but not right now. Also not sure how much MP you get from this one. I think it's less than 20 if I remember correctly. But I did not write that down or anything like that because it's just not that relevant. Also my headset is kind of running out of batteries apparently. Gonna need to plug that in a bit. Just do it after this fight. Pretty sure I don't need to sleep buster again, but let's do it anyway. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck on this a little bit. Make it a bit slower for running up there. Alright, now we just gotta pray that the game doesn't crash in a bit. Should probably use Lulu's MP, I mean overdrive here. It's not like there's anything else it might be useful for. Demi? I think not Demi. Let's do fire. Okay, yeah, I was not trying very hard for that one. Not surprised it didn't turn out very well. The last time I managed to get 4 somehow, I really don't know how that happened. Oh wait, he doesn't have IO, what am I doing? Waste of time. Okay, that was kind of boring. Now we're here. Let me just think, we want Triku in for sure. Just not sure if I won't get into another fight before then. So we need Stoic on Lulu. We want Comrade on these two, and everyone else should not matter, but let's put them in Comrade just in case. Okay, Yuna is in Comrade, Lulu on Stoic, and Titus on Comrade. Okay, that's what's important here. Definitely want FMP cost, this stuff is relatively irrelevant. Sensor, I don't know if Sensor works, but definitely don't need Null Frost or Magic Booster. SOS Overdrive, sure, whatever, there's a very low chance that'll come up. First Strike, definitely. Don't care for any of those. Alchemy, yeah, Alchemy is good for sure. Yeah, none of those matter. Essence Preserver, sure. We don't really want counterattacks in this fight. He doesn't matter, so yeah, we don't want evade and counter. There's a low chance I might Dark Buster, probably not gonna happen. Is any of this relevant? No. Okay, so then let's have Dark Touch here and Alchemy here. And okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do that, or actually, again, I should not have switched this before the fight. What am I doing? Yeah, so now I should plug in my headset in a bit. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, just give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm ready again. Also, why does YouTube show me that the average view duration is like 50 minutes, even though it shows that there are no viewers? That's interesting. Maybe it means my own, but I feel like that wasn't supposed to be the case. Because I don't even have it open, I just have like the live stream tab open, but it's not like I'm not actually on my own live stream. Right, yeah, I mean, it's at 0 views, so that's interesting. Anyway, Okay, let's get back into the game. This formation, yep, okay. Just need to remember to change Waka. I mean, not necessarily, it's not like it's particularly likely to matter. Let's go. Okay. I think this is enough. I don't know exactly how far I have to go. Maybe just in case there's an encounter, I'll have the sleep touch on. And oh yeah, also this obviously, it's somewhat important. Okay, this is correct, right? So I haste Yuna, then that, yeah, okay, this should work out. Alright, now I suppose I probably have to do this without any turbo. I'll try not to make it crash. If it does crash, I'm just gonna reload. Okay, here we go. Start with haste on Yuna so she can auto-life people. I'm gonna have to use an ether as well, unfortunately. I'm gonna start with this. Now we can threaten. I will use 3 auto lives, even though only 2 might work as well, just to be safe. That's -1 ether, of course, but we'll be fine, I believe. It's kind of a shame for 1 MP, although actually no, she has to dispel too, so it's not just 1 MP. So Yuna herself should be auto-lived, correct? Yes, so now I could bio here, but it only deals like 3000 damage for the first cycle. It's kinda not worth it, because then, since I'll have to bio twice for the first cycle, I'll proc the condemn, and it's kind of annoying. It's not that bad, but yeah, it's kind of annoying. So normally actually Yuna would even get another turn here. I'm not sure why she doesn't. That's not a big problem, but kind of annoying. She is hasted, right? Yeah, it's really weird. Every single time I've done this before, I want to say Yuna got a turn here. Maybe I did something differently. Most of the time I would bio here, but that shouldn't matter, right? Yeah, I must have done something differently, whatever. It's fine, not a big deal. So that could matter because I can change to her double overdrive weapon, but it's not like it's actually gonna make the fight impossible or anything like that. Because Yuna and Titus together always get enough overdrive to block the next one, and I mean even super worst case if I can't get it, then you know, I just have to use more ethers on Yuna. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while again just because I can't use turbo, otherwise this would actually not take very long. Okay, this is definitely the worst case scenario. Should still be fine though. Yeah. Right, wait, are we fine? Yeah. Should be. So this is a normal attack, correct? Okay, yeah, this is completely fine. So now we just gotta bring in Lulu here. And she also needs to be healed. I'm so tempted to just turn on the turbo. I don't even know if that is what causes it to crash or not. I actually just have no clue. Okay, so next up should be Mana Breath. That should charge Yuna's overdrive to full, if not I have to entrust. We'll see. It's not a big deal either way. Okay, yeah. So this is what we need alchemy for. Resurrect her with the Phoenix Stone, so we don't need to heal her for the next cycle. Next up, we just have to inflict bio after White Wind. By the way, I can't sense her, can I? No, okay. So I'll have to scan him at some point. There's some irritating Riku, let's do that. It's definitely not a terrible idea, ever. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that can go wrong in this fight unless I mess up. It's quite unlikely, I wanna say. So we're missing like 3000 damage now because I didn't bio at the start, but that was obviously intentional. The upside of that is I don't have to deal with the contend in the first cycle, or condemn, sorry, in the first cycle. That's because I'm gonna tank it with an Aeon, by the way. Unfortunately, Wallafort does not die to Photon Wings plus Condemn. That's a shame. Yeah, so here I could switch Yuna out, which is hasted, right? Make sure, yes. So, yeah, he will haste himself, and then I need to dispel as soon as possible. And then summon. I wonder if it's fine to use the in-game turbo, the vanilla one. Because it may really makes the difference between this fight taking like 10 minutes or like 50 minutes, you know? Extremely annoying. And especially so because there's really nothing that can go wrong in this fight either, it's just kind of a waste of time. So now we dispel. So the threaten, I believe, does increase the counter. And that's exactly why I didn't bio at the start, so now we're at 3, and after the Aeon we'll be at 4. So that basically just procs the counter and we never really have to deal with that. I won't get hit by the counter once because I'm gonna Demi Fury. And Demi Fury increases it by 2. Basically each cycle we can attack him once. And that one time is pretty much just free. And then if you attack a second time you'll proc the counter early, which is quite annoying. His flare is always used on the highest HP target, by the way. That's why I said it's kind of a shame that Wallafort doesn't die to Condemn plus Photon Wings. If you don't get the implication behind that, obviously I'm saying I could use it to also farm overdrives. Would make the fight even quicker. Okay, so now the counter is at 0 once again. We'll have to attack him with something at some point to make it go up by 1, so this is probably where we scan. Not necessary, but just so I can get out, I guess. Let's take some turns on, maybe Orin first if I can. Yep. I'll take Walker's turn some other time, I guess. Ideally, of course, Lulu would get hit, but the attack here is just really random as far as I can tell. I'm pretty sure it's random, yeah. Yuna being attacked is the worst, of course, but we'll always be fine. As long as you have both Titus and Yuna in, nothing can really go wrong. Because no matter who gets hit, the other charges, and then Titus can always entrust to her. I guess I don't really need to use a high potion. So I don't think this supplies anything annoying, right? Only dark, yeah, okay. That's not an issue whatsoever. And next up we have Mana Breath. I do have to entrust, because 1 Mana Breath doesn't fill Yuna, so I can do it now as well. There's no reason not to do it early. The reason I'm keeping her HP kinda high is because, as I said, we will have to deal with 1 condemn at least. This should just be Mana Breath. It's just a very cyclical fight. Just gonna have to do this over and over until he's dead. We need 2 overdrives by Lulu, although again I might not use the second one because it just seems to freeze the game. I don't really know why. If anyone does know why, I'd be glad to know. Yeah, okay, what am I doing? Just last turn here. Need to bio and then, yeah, okay. I'm gonna wait with the overdrive, with the loose overdrive. Until the next cycle. It makes the counter quite a bit easier to deal with. I mean, it's not like it's ever particularly dangerous, but yeah. It's just better this way, I think. Yes, exactly. I've tested so many different things, I just cannot figure out why it freezes the game after this guy dies. Like, I'm trying to play completely without turbo, that seems to help. If I play with turbo, it freezes like almost every time, but I have a bit of an inkling that it might have something to do with the camera angle, basically, when he dies. Yeah, okay, so it's White Wind next. Wait, is Yuna on the half MP weapon again? Yes. So UNX bug, it happens if you enter the fight in ×8 speed. Interesting. Only if I enter the fight. I did not enter the fight at ×8, so you think it's completely safe now if I do ×8 turbo? Because if so, that would make the fight go by a lot quicker. Okay, I'm pretty sure I entered the fight at normal speed. Okay, I'm gonna just trust you and go turbo then. I actually have my speed at 16, the highest one. I'm not sure if that matters. This is ×8 now though. But I'm not 100% certain, but I want to say I've seen it happen even without the UNX turbo. But I might have entered the fight with the turbo and then turned it off, so that might be the reason. Yeah, also this is still the version 2.0 of Sanctuary Keeper. I did see the patch notes. I saw this fight might be a little bit more interesting in the newer versions. Maybe I should just patch the game actually. I think there wasn't really, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there was no change to the sphere grid, so I feel like I could probably switch. However, there were some other changes, right? Oh, I should haste Lulu here, like to items and stuff, so I kind of just want to stay on the same version that I started on. Okay, now let me do the Demi Fury here. Yeah, that was a pretty bad one again, actually. I kind of need to try harder. Yeah, I think it's a better rounded fight as well. Let's see the patch notes. It seems better, although I'm pretty sure I still know how I would beat the fight with 100% consistency. I don't think it's necessarily more difficult. Yeah, okay, so I do want to proc the counter early here. So I guess I can proc it with the bio, that's okay. Just don't want it on the dispel turn. Just attack here, probably. Actually no, let's do some reflexes so it's less likely I get hit in the first place. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's do one more reflex. I think I'll just probably proc it now, I wanna say. Yeah, let's just proc it here. Okay, missed on everyone, wonderful. And now we're gonna use bio and dispel, so just one more attack on him. I guess I can reflex again. I'll attack here with Tidus. I hope I did not miscount the counters. I'm pretty sure it should proc on the Aeon turn as intended. Of course I could do this fight much more quickly, I'm sure, if I were to just Dark Touch him, Dark Buster him. Actually, I'm kind of scared to do this. What if I did miscount? Let's do it like this. Yeah, so I could do that. However, I kind of don't want to do that because when I do this Ironman stuff, I basically just look for what I think the most standardized strategy is that has the least stuff I need to mess with, and I basically don't really need to mess with any of his mechanics when it comes to aim and condemn very much, so yeah, I'll just do it like this, it's much easier. But yeah, maybe in the newer version I would have to do that actually. I also saw that Seymour Omnis was changed quite a bit, but I actually have not looked at the new version of that fight yet. I'd wager that's a bit more interesting now as well, although it seemed like a smaller deal in the Sanctuary Keeper to me. I'll probably do other runs as well after this, so I'll probably switch to the newer versions for that. How much HP? Oh yeah, I haven't taken a turn on Waka, I should not forget that, I'll just do it now before I forget. Okay, that's pretty suboptimal, but fine. Do I still have to heal? I wanna say probably not, but I'll just do it anyway. Do also have to attack once again. Should probably attack with Lulu. I don't think we'll run out of MP with her. Guess it's kind of too late to do that now unless I want to haste her, which I could do. It's not so bad. guess I can do that. It's kind of a shame our overdrive did not quite fill yet, but it's fine. It's always fine. Can also just keep Yuna, and it's pretty unnecessary to switch her out for this too. Yeah, this is very good anyway. Okay, we're getting there. Still have 2 more summons too. Yeah, okay, so we have pretty much won at this point. Am I 100% confident everyone took a turn? Yes, I am. Okay, so I could just... yeah, actually I'll just wait, whatever. We'll finish it with Fury, or maybe not, whatever. Mental Break, Firaga probably kills, but I'm just gonna let him tick down to poison. Okay, I can pass turns quite a bit more here. I just don't want to do it at the final turn, because I want them to take more damage, so we get more overdrive. Okay, this time I certainly do not need to resurrect with a Phoenix down. Or maybe I should have done that anyway. Actually, aren't Phoenix Downs less expensive than High Potions? Something like that? Not even sure anymore. Okay, good, I got a turn there. Okay, not necessary. Okay, I guess I should just kill it before the White Wind. Just throw a gem here. Okay, just in case I'm gonna turn off the turbo again. Just do a fire gem. If I can find it, yeah, I definitely need to sort my inventory. Where is it? Oh, here. Okay. Let's hope it does not freeze. Okay, cool. Marked. Okay, I should be able to speed up now, I believe. Okay. I'm gonna do the level ups once we're in Zanarkand. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to use that save file, because it would have been kind of a pain to match items and stuff. I did mention earlier that I prepared a save file from after Sanctuary Keeper, basically, that I prepared before this stream, in case I just would get the game to freeze again or whatever. So I could just load that and then just throw away the extra items that I didn't consume in that. Okay, so let's see, we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes, okay. Yeah, I did mean to show off the Seraph stuff, so I should probably do that now. Or else it's gonna be like a 2-hour stream again. Actually, it might just be that anyway. Depends on how lucky I get here. Okay, so yeah, I think it was 153 anyway. Yeah, I need to get rid of the other save files that I used for testing. guess I can speed this up a bit. Yuna will not require luck. The evasion is really good as well. Not sure how much evasion matters for the Seraphite though, because you already have 5 reflexes. I think it's not impossible to get hit by all that stuff, but not 100% confident. Might just not matter how much evasion you have anyway with the 50% boost from the reflexes, but it probably matters. No, I've actually definitely seen lower evasion characters get hit through 5 reflexes. Might not matter too much though. I mean, the concussion and stuff and the full break that the arms can do. Although the full break hopefully will not be as bad anymore if I use the Kimari strategy. And this situation with Titus here probably means I will not be spending his level ups that we get from after Unalesca until I've been around to the other areas again. So this agility, I'm not sure how it would impact the Unalesca fight. I'm gonna leave it unskilled for now. I haven't tested that just yet. I did play the Zanarkand region a bit, but I haven't done the Unalesca fight yet, so not actually prepared to do that today. We wouldn't have the time anyway, because that fight just takes like 50 minutes even with turbo. Yeah, if I can do that 100% consistently with Ornat 9 agility rather than 10, I don't know if this even impacts the tick speed. I'm probably just going to leave that unskilled for the rest of the game, because the less agility he has, the better. We just need a little bit of a certain threshold so I can switch him out in time again. During the Unalesca fight, we are missing out on some HP and defense, but I'm sure we'll be fine without that. And I mean, I can skill it as well later if I feel like we need it after all. So now I could already farm the overdrives here, it's quite simple, but yeah, I think I probably shouldn't. Just gonna save here, and then, yeah, let me just switch to that other save file, and I'll just show off what I had in mind for the new Seraph strategy. It's somewhat similar to the old one, actually it's quite similar, it's this one. So I'll show Kimari Sphere Grid. We basically have him do the normal stuff, and then as I said last time, I believe, we put him on Shell. And he just goes down all the way here. I'd opt to take this defense, not sure if that's optimal, but then basically after that, we're just gonna have one more. The return sphere, we put him on Ultima. I did opt to go up here actually, I'm not sure why I did that. That's weird. I guess I felt like I didn't need the other stats. Yeah, he does not need his magic anyway, I'm not sure why I did that. So yeah, then you basically just go up here, and it leaves him with actually really good stats. His offensive stats are not good at all, but he has 62 agility, and just look at that HP. I mean, I could even like do this, and he'd just have max HP without even having the double HP, but I think that's bad because I actually want him to have the break HP limit. Just ignore the automat, it doesn't matter. I know you think it might matter in the Seraphite because they're status effects, but it doesn't matter at all. I didn't feel like doing the save editing to get the equipment exactly what it should be. I just need the break HP limit drop from Crazy Yojimbo. So I just customized it onto a random weapon. It happened to have auto-med, but it doesn't come up ever. And yeah, this is obviously just that. So aside from that, we're going to be using Riku and not Titus, of course, with Yuna. Riku is the exact same that I had, basically. It's, yeah, just a normal grid, and then you go to Ultima, and then up this path to double cast. It's the exact same as what I had in my previous playthrough, and then Titus doesn't matter at all. And I think for Yuna, I kind of didn't do the level up progression normally. I think I just edited her stats, is that right? Yeah. Okay, I can show you what I would have done. I have a text document on it, and the stats would look something like this. She would have exactly 127 magic and 62 or more agility. I'm just gonna hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if I calculated that correctly, you have after the point where you get Holy, which I don't think I'll get in this playthrough. I don't even know why I got it last time, it's so useless. that's obviously based on the last last playthrough save file, so that's why I have this activated here. Ignoring Holy, I believe you get 37 more level ups after she's done with her own sphere grid, so the way I plan on using that is you use one return sphere for Osmos here, and then you get this, you go here and this, that's 7 level ups for 16 magic, which is pretty good. And then the next one would be for Ultima down here. And this all the way to here. No, actually I think this isn't even part of it. It's just activated here. But yeah, as I said, I edited the stats exactly. Yeah, okay, so it's not until there, I think it's until here. It's 15 level ups it should be for 23 magic and 14 agility. Of course, we do have the magic and agility nodes activated here because it's like kind of a central hub that all the characters will be going to. The empty nodes are converted here into agility and magic that you get from Sun. Next up, so we have 11 for... Okay, wait, 11 level. Okay, well, first of all, let me show the teleport spheres. We have 2 teleport spheres. They're very simple to use. You put one up here, and then plus 1 level up. Just move like that. It's 16 magic for 1 level up. Very good deal. And then also 3 level ups for 11 agility down here at some point. I'm not exactly sure how you have to move again, but I did plan it out completely. So yeah, that's 3 level ups for all the agility you need to get to 62 at that point. So then there is the quick pockets area exactly here. You can use another return here and then you go all the way to here. That's 12 magic and 8 agility as well as some pretty good defensive stats. So yeah, wait, is it 8 agility? I wrote down 8. Where's the 8? Oh yeah, here. 4 and then 4. Yeah, okay, so that's 8 agility, 12 magic, some good defensive stats. And so yeah, that's basically all the level ups you get. And yeah, if you do that, that gives you 127 magic, and I believe it should be 65 agility at 63 here, because it doesn't really matter too much. So for the armor, we just have any random break damage limit. We already have double overdrive on this, so it's not necessary. Besides, you can only have 2 of those drops, I believe, with the double overdrive, and one of them needs to be break HP limit for Kimahri. It's just really important in order for the Eye of God to just have a lower chance of, coming at a really inconvenient time and killing us. And then for Yuna, yeah, okay. For Riku, we just have double overdrive, and then Sanity Preserver should be on the weapon. Again, I didn't want to do any save editing. This was an older save file that I used for this, so at that point I hadn't done the save editing yet to give her the Sanity Preserver weapon, so I just put it on a random armor. This doesn't matter. This should be double overdrive, and then I put the double overdrive on the weapon, basically. The weapon is Sanity Preserver, and the armor should be break damage limit double overdrive, so that's how it is. And yeah, it's effectively the same equipment. We have everyone in Comrade, so I guess I can show off the fight once. It makes quite a big difference in some areas, basically. The biggest thing I've mentioned before is that you have the option to cure full break with White Wind. That's really the biggest difference maker. The second biggest one probably is that Kimahri can tank Eye of God, which gives you at least a 1 in 3 chance of being completely unaffected by it. So yeah, start like this. Obviously, I'm probably just gonna do like 1 attempt now. Riku needs her overdrive after the arcane seal, so okay, yeah. So there's a pretty specific order in which you have to do things here. Kind of need to think about how exactly that was. I guess it doesn't matter too much if I do it exactly right. Also, does Yuna have quick pockets in this? I'm not sure. I think she would have quick pockets in this. I'm not sure if she does have it here right now. She would normally have it, I believe. Okay, I guess I can just double Yuna and then Elixir. No, I can mana tonic anyway. This will have to happen anyway. I just want not too many people to be missing HP. The thing I'm thinking about is how many people can I double the max HP of and still have Riku get her overdrive immediately on Arcane Seal, because that's very critical. I want to say this should be fine, I think. Let's just do that. Okay, yeah, this I think will be fine. I hope so. Okay, so we still need to double Kimari. And the next one will be White Wind, I believe. I'm not looking up anything on my document or in the change documentation right now, just kinda doing whatever I remember here. Elixir Yuna. She can always do the Purifying Salt. And yeah, I like to just heal with elixirs here, although one White Wind is, or not White Wind, I mean one Healing Water is fine too. So Kimari is already at a higher HP, there's a very low chance of that coming up. But yeah, okay, we just do it like this here. So Yuna's Ultima is considerably weaker than Lulu's was in my previous playthrough. 72,000 here only, it's gonna be more like 80,000 after 5 focuses, but she does have 62 agility, so I'd say that's better. Yeah, that's completely irrelevant, just ignore the automat, it doesn't do anything here. So next up, yeah, I don't know exactly the inner cycle orders of the arms, I'm not gonna look that up now because it doesn't really matter. Let's just, I guess, Healing Water here. Can double cast Ultima again. I could of course play a bit better if I did know the exact inner cycle turns. But it's just, you know, to show off the new strategy. I do want to make it to phase 2 at the very least. Oh, also, I should definitely turn on Permanent Sensor. By now I have a feeling for how much damage all of them take, but I guess to show it off it's better to have it. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Here we go, okay. Because we still need to kill the arms at the same time as entering his phase 2, so... so what was I doing? Okay, yeah, we need Ultra No All, which I believe is 2 Healing Springs. Is it? Okay, actually I'm gonna look it up really quickly, because if I mess this up, the attempt is kind of over. I think it's 2 Healing Springs. Ultra No All. Yes, okay. Oh, that's so bad and really unlikely as well. Oh my god, man. That is so unlikely to happen. Like, she dodges that practically every single time. Okay, yeah. It's pretty fast to look it up. I think it's faster to look that up than look at my chat, because there's probably a couple seconds of delay. Okay, so how do I deal with this optimally now? I could have less delay, but then I guess the game quality would probably be worse. I'm not sure if that's better or not. There's like a low latency mode you can put on. I do obviously have to cure Yuna at some point. Next up is Ultima, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that. Oh, that is really unfortunate, seriously. Then Searing Light. Oh no, god, I didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick, doesn't really matter though, it just, for as long as Yuna isn't getting any turns, it's kinda not too relevant what I do here, unfortunately. This is really gonna mess stuff up, it's so unlucky as well. I've never had this happen before, and the reason why that's kind of unfortunate is it's gonna delay my damage, obviously, so he's gonna be on a different cycle turn when I push him into phase 2, assuming we even get there, and when that happens, I might have to deal with 2 Eyes of God before he dies. So the way I figured this out, you only have to deal with 1 Eye of God, which really is good for your chances, but yeah, now it might be 2 with that, which is really bad. But if we even make it to phase 2 at this point, I'm just gonna be happy. Because there's still like Tranquil End that we have to deal with. So I really hate summoning for that. When you have Yuna as your damage dealer, you really don't want to summon. Ideally, you can just kill Sinister normally before that happens, but now I have a feeling this is going to be impossible. So this is a terrible showcase because this is a really unlikely scenario, and it's also everything has gone awry already basically because of that concussion delay. Okay, anyway, that's enough talking. Let's try to play the game here. So, there's kind of nothing really I can do that's particularly great, but I'm definitely gonna have to try something like this in order to not die. Yeah, but this is too soon though, I can't mental break yet, that's just gonna be way too soon. Let's do this, I guess. Another big inconvenience here is I'm gonna have to Holy Water Yuna because I might have to summon. Yeah, 82,000 damage is really not bad, by the way. Okay, so this should be the Violent End turn. We definitely need Riku's turn as soon as possible after that. Yep. Okay, this is good. Just having the characters all have the higher attack speed, it makes such a big difference, it's quite amazing. No, I think I can do it before, right? I think I can kill it before it uses Tranquil End. Hold on, I have to slow down to see the turn order. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So I should double cast here. I don't know what the arm's going to do. I could know if I were to look up the inner turn cycles, but I'm not gonna do that for now. There's a low chance we can die here if I don't heal, so let's do that. Alright. This kind of thing is exactly what you might want the null spells on. On Kimari. I don't have them here, but you should have enough white magic spheres to at least cover the dangerous elements, even if you use like one more on something else. Wait, what turn are we on anyway? It's Arcane Seal, right? Yeah. Should be Arcane Seal. Okay, so we're going to have to kill the arms before the next turn of Sinister. So pretty much very soon. This is so bad, because normally if I hadn't missed that damage now, because of Yuna's delay, we have the perfect timing here to push him into phase 2 while both arms are dead, and then I could set up the defensive buffs. And then we'd have a good chance of winning. Yeah, this is gonna be rough now. I do have to Holy Water Riku for later. I'm gonna do a regular Ultima here first. I suppose this might still be okay. It's gonna be quite odd. Does this kill? Yeah, okay, our Ultima would kill here. So this is exactly what having a second new damage dealer would be nice for, but I cannot afford that luxury here. And Demi is also useless because Seraph dies later. Yeah, I could probably do this already. This should be... is it Amulet, I think? Amulet into the Mirror Curtain. I guess I already have the site open now, so I might as well look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's Amulet, or at least that's one viable combination for Hyper Mighty Guard. Yes, okay. Here I could Mental Break, of course, but I believe that is not necessary. Yeah, there's nothing worthwhile here. Unfortunately, he still has HP left, and yeah, we need one more Ultima, so this is quite unfortunate now. It's all because of the delay. Okay, that's probably also the worst one. Or the worst one to regenerate first. Okay, I have two options here. Okay, I'm gonna probably do this one. I may want to, no, I can't do that. We should definitely be doing Purifying Salt. Then Mental Break, and this kinda sorta works. Yeah, the White Wind did not come up just yet, but it definitely can come up. I think I should probably full break first. Because if I do this, then I kinda don't have anything to do with you now. Not exactly sure which turn we're on right now. Might be Eye of God next, right? Yeah, probably. Just not taking this attempt too seriously, of course. I could apply some nulls here, I guess, but no, I don't think I should. Okay, oh, it's Ultima, okay, that's good. Those are some really low damage rolls, what's up with that? It's like she doesn't have 5 focuses. Must have just rolled very low, I suppose. Interesting. So the next turn here is already Violent End, which is a bit inconvenient. Still did not have to use White Wind for anything, just in case. I guess I can already Holy Water him, not like I have anything better to do. I could get it by Divine Bolts here, I'm not exactly sure what that does. It's definitely not Magic Break, because I'd know that. I think that's Ice, not 100% certain. It's definitely not Bolt, unless I'm really mistaken. Okay, Calamity. Okay, so if this was Yuna, I'd have to White Wind now, and Riku Calamity is not an issue whatsoever. I just have to Remedy, I guess. Is that even optimal? Wait, next up is Eye of God, right? I think so. So it's Remedy. Definitely double cast. Okay, does he have more magic defense in phase 2 or something? That's really weird. It's kinda no reason to heal her. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, of course, I used Hyper Mighty Guard, okay, but it didn't matter anyway. Okay, this is what we have that for. Now we have to kind of Stamina Tablet and then Elixir her. Oh god, no, this is really bad. Okay, hold on, this is really, really bad. It's because the timing is messed up and stuff. I do want Yuna delayed, so no need for quick pockets here. Oh, this is really bad. I'm pretty sure we just lost here. I don't think, yeah, okay, this is not winnable. Okay, yeah, that concussion was really unfortunate. That just messed the timing of everything up, but yeah, I think you see the gist of the strategy, right? I don't think I have to repeat this. It was a nice try. That concussion on Yuna is, yeah, you can't account for everything in this fight. In fact, you can't account for that at all. think it was a nice try. I don't really need to try that again. I'm pretty sure I showed off the strategy. Basically, the things that make a huge difference are Kimari can tank Eye of God, which gives you a 1 in 3 chance of being completely unaffected. If Riku gets it, you can still easily recover most of the time. This time we couldn't because the inner cycle turns, or no, sorry, I guess that's the outer cycle, right? Yeah, nice try. The cycle, whichever cycle that is of Dexter, that would make him use Violent End, that just was completely misaligned with how the fight's normally supposed to go because of that concussion, which delayed my damage. So normally the Eye of God is desynchronized from that in a way where you can recover from that. However, of course, if you get hit by the Eye of God like right before the Violent End and then Riku dies, you just can't like give her a shell or double her max HP, one of which she pretty much needs in order to not die, do the poison tick after a Violent End, and you also have to haste her, and then she also needs to get a turn before your other characters, so it's really hard. Yeah, but then also if Yuna gets hit by Calamity, you actually have a solution for that, and it's not just an instant game over like it was in the previous playthrough because of that. And yeah, as I've said before, I would estimate the victory chance to be like around 35%, maybe even a little bit higher actually, maybe it's more like 40%. In any case, you have a seriously good shot of winning with the strategy. Of course, I can't say for sure it's the entirely optimal one, but I think this is what I will be going for in the playthrough, and yeah, I think that's probably a good time to end this stream. Thanks for watching, I guess, and yeah, see you next time. Yeah, I guess about yesterday, I did say that earlier in the stream, yeah, I just wasn't really feeling well, so I couldn't really stream yesterday, sorry about that, even though I said I'd do it yesterday, but that's why I did it today, and I'm probably gonna do 2 more streams this week. I'll just count this as, you know, catching up on the one I was supposed to do last week, technically, and so I'll leave it at that, and yeah, see you next time, potentially.